Hey guys, welcome to New Era Cooking Class with your host today, me, Nicholas Tan. I will be showing you how to make a simple pasta dish today that doesn't require a lot of work as well as preparation. It's not gonna mess up your kitchen or it's gonna make your mom scream at you. So today we're gonna make a simple pasta called Aglio. Of course, I'm gonna make a budget one because I can't afford prawns, mussels, or anything expensive. So today we'll substitute a little bit of those expensive ingredients and give you a budget one that you guys can do easily and doesn't require a lot of work at all. Before cooking everything and before plating everything up, I'll show you guys how to prepare everything. Before that, we need to change into proper cooking attire. So, alright, it's perfect. So, I'll show you how to prepare it and I'll show you how to cook it, and everything will be easy and it doesn't require a lot of work, like I've said many times. Alright, so let's get into it. Alright, so starting off with the garlic, I chose to use 3 cloves of garlic today, but you can choose to use less, maybe around 1.5 or maybe 2 pieces of garlic. I chose 3 because that's probably the amount of garlic that I personally want to get the proper taste and flavor in after cooking it. Alright, moving on to the dried chilies. So I chose to use like 4 because that's the amount that I want, and to get the right amount of spice, because this is a very important aspect. So if you don't use dried chilies at all, it tastes really bland. So I chose to use 4 pieces of dried chili, but you can choose to use less or even more if you're into spicy stuff. Alright, the next ingredient will be the most important ingredient, which is pork bacon. Pork bacon gives you that pork fat and incorporates the taste and flavor into the dish, which makes it a good topping for everything, and literally, especially this pasta dish, which gives it the right amount of flavor and such. So after I'm done cutting up the bacon, I cut up the sausages, which is black pepper sausages. I find that it's a very good substitute to incorporate with this dish, as it's easy to make and it doesn't really require a lot of work. So I used 3 pieces, but I later found out that 2 pieces was more than enough. You guys can use as many as you want or less as you want. It depends on you actually. Alright, now that we have all of our ingredients cut up and prepared, now let's get into the cooking part. Alright, so starting off, obviously you need a pan. Everybody needs a pan when we're cooking. So make sure your pan is at least a little bit heated. So next step, we will be adding a little bit of oil, but I included this oil while I was frying something for my mom, which was bacon. She wanted to eat bacon, so I had to fry her some bacon. So this is bacon oil. You can usually use olive oil, but I use this bacon oil to add more extra flavor. And then I'm just basically coating the pan so it's a more even surface. And once we're done with that, we can go on to add in the bacon. So I just add in like little by little. I don't know why I did that, but yep. So make sure your bacon gets that lovely golden brown color, and once you get that brown color, you're basically done. So it's not entirely overcooked or undercooked at the same time. So once we're getting that golden brown color, we can immediately take it out and let it sit for a while until it's on for the next stage or preparation. Alright, now that we have our bacon done, we can move on to the next ingredient, which is black pepper sausages, right? Black pepper sausages. So after we're done with the bacon, we can go ahead and add in the sausages. Like I said just now, I added in like black pepper sausages to give it like an extra flavor. I mean, like every sausages are flavored, right? Anyways, similar to the bacon, just make sure your sausages have like a golden brownish color. It doesn't necessarily have to be such perfected color, you're still gonna be cooking it after your pasta is done, and you're gonna include every aspect and every ingredient that you have prepared earlier. So we have our sausages ready. Oh, it's hot. So we have our sausages ready. Next thing that next thing is gonna be the garlic, and thanks Dad for washing the dishes now. Very much appreciated. So now that we have our sausages and bacon done, we can move on to the next ingredient, which is garlic and what is it called? Dried chili, yeah. Alright, so similar to the bacon, Every item and every ingredient is an important aspect, but this is the most important, which gives it that fragrant, savory taste. Aside from the bacon that already gives you that additional pork flavor, that fattiness flavor, this gives it a more fragrant and a more kick to it, which is incorporated by the fragrance in the garlic and the spice from the dried chilies. So you can cook these until they become golden brown, similar to the bacon and the sausages, to just make it a little bit of a crunchiness and a chew to it, to give it that proper, to make sure that proper fragrance and that taste is incorporated into the pasta once we're done cooking everything and incorporating every aspect of the dish. So again, I don't have a proper, like I said, this one was just budget. Otherwise, if it was like an expensive or like a legit one, you'd have to be making mussels. What else do they put in Aglio? Prawns. What else do we put in Aglio? Scallops. Thanks, mom. So yeah, so that's what you gotta. This is much simpler for, you know, college students, poor people. I shouldn't say that. So this is a much better substitute, and it's much easier that way. You know, you have to prepare the scallops, you have to peel them, you have to mussel them, you have to prawn them. So now that we've had our chilies and garlic in, I have set aside a pot of boiling water, as I said just now. And once it starts boiling, we can put in the Balducci spaghetti number 4. Exactly what it says. Okay. I know I said I set it aside, but I put it on the main camera, which is what you're watching right now. But I couldn't just leave it aside and just not tell you guys about it, so here I am telling you about it. So, make sure your water is boiling, and then after that you can put in your salt, just to give it a little bit of a boiling or a taste, and then you can go ahead and add in your Balducci pasta spaghetti number 4. I just love saying that word, I don't know why. Okay, so now that the water's semi-boiling, you can start to pull out your pasta. This is a portion, yeah, as you can see. Thanks. This is a portion now. So this is a portion. It's like you know, you want to see how much the portion is. That's what it looks like. So after the water starts to boil, then we can start to boil the pasta. It takes 7 minutes too. Alright, once you've decided to make your pasta, you can go ahead and add in your portion. But before you add in your pasta, just make sure you add a pinch of salt. A pinch or two should be fine to give it that extra little bit of edge, a little bit of taste, and a little bit of flavor. So after you put in the salt, you can go ahead and put in pasta. You can add in a portion, any portions you want. This is a portion because I'm gonna be eating it, and I'm not gonna be giving anybody anything after I'm done cooking. So you can go ahead and add in any amount of portions you want, and please just make sure that however you cook your pasta, please make sure that it is not overcooked, meaning don't cook it for too long or don't boil it for too long, and also don't undercook it, and means like don't make it too raw, because it'll just, that both combinations just don't sound good. Raw pasta is just too raw and not appetizing whatsoever, and it goes the same way for overcooked pasta. So if your pasta is too soft, and once you fry it, it's gonna be even softer than ever. So just make sure that you have the right amount of time when you're trying your pasta. You can even try a piece or two, just to make sure that you have that proper chew and that bite out of it, just to like I said, make sure that it's not over or undercooked. So we have our pasta in. Now we're gonna wait for it to boil for about 7 minutes or so, and then we're gonna have everything added into it. Perfect. Thanks, Mom, for being on camera. So I'm gonna try a piece, see what it. Raw pasta is not nice. I realized that raw pasta is not nice. So now our pasta is done boiling, so we can add the pasta into the pan of garlic and chili flakes. Alright, so now that we have our pasta done, and it is not boiled, overboiled, or underboiled, or undercooked, whichever comes first, for better or worse. Okay, so now we can go ahead and mix it in and add in our sausages that we have prepared earlier. notice how I didn't put everything in because that was too much. So you can just add anything according to your taste or number that you wish to have. And also I added in the bacon that I've also prepared, and I also left out a little bit because I overestimated it. And then once you've added everything in, you can go ahead and add in a little bit of salt. A pinch would be fine, and also add in a little bit of black pepper just to give it that extra little bit of kick that it already has. Give it a little bit of mix and make sure the pasta and the oil of the garlic and the dried chilies and everything else is infused to it, and also give it that proper cook. And once you're done with that, you can go ahead and start plating up. Just make sure that everything is infused well together and the taste would be there even with every single strand of a pasta. So after you're done with infusing everything, you can go ahead and start plating. I basically put in the noodles first. So the pasta, sorry, I'm Asian, I can't help it, it's called noodles in every strand I see. So basically you can put in the pasta first, and then you can go ahead and add in your sausages, your bacon, your garlic, and everything else. Just clear the pan, just add in the oil if you wish to. I didn't because it was already too oily for me, and I'm not a fan of oily food, but it's fine. So that's pretty much it. You're done. So voila, your pasta is first done. You know that's a singular pronoun of spaghetti, a singular strand of spaghetti is spaghetti.
Life could be a dream, life could be a dream. Do 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 shaboom. Life could be a dream. Shaboom. If I could take you up in paradise up above. Shaboom. If you would tell me I'm the only one that you love. Life could be a dream. Sweetheart, hello, hello again. Shaboom, and open we'll meet again. Boom, ding dong, ding dong, lang, lang, lang. Oh,
Alright, everything is done, as you can see, as I showed you guys just now. So we're gonna have a bite. It's perfect. So guys, you guys should stay tuned for more. I hope you guys enjoyed today's course, and I hope you guys would stick around to learn more with me, the host Nicholas Tan, and that's it for me today. I hope you guys would share all this course to your friends and your families, and I'll see you guys in the next course. Thank you very much and have a good day. Hello again.